Maybe you're a new runner looking to become faster, or a more experienced runner who's just kind of hit a little bit of a plateau. Well, I have the running recipe and the secret ingredient that I'm going to give to you on how to improve your running and become a faster, better runner. Roll the intro. So I was going to talk to you about this on my run this morning, but it was pretty windy. So I decided instead that we should just go on a walk and I can talk to you now. Full transparency, there is no secret ingredient to the running recipe on how to be a better, faster runner. But there are some really key and important things that you can do that will improve your running. So let me share a few things that I've learned with you. So I mostly want to touch on two different models or concepts. The first of which is the pyramid model. It looks kind of like this. See that? Aerobic down at the bottom and then strength on top. They label intervals here, and it could be speed work, and peak at the very top. By the way, I'll provide a link to where I've gotten this particular resource down in the comments below. So be sure to check that out at the end of this video. So the whole idea with this particular pyramid model is that you build an aerobic base. That is the foundation of your training. It's where you can build everything else on top of that. It's where your endurance is built. It's where you improve your lung and oxygen delivery and efficiency. It's also where consistency is going to be key. A lot of people, as they're trying to build a good, strong aerobic base, will focus on the MAF or MAF, zone 2 running. Basically, all that really is your low heart rate, easy effort. You really improve your body's efficiency to run at a lower heart rate, and therefore you increase the ceiling in which you can run a very fast pace. Your heart rate has more range to be able to push your body on those harder efforts. So you become most efficient in the lower heart rate zones. The reason why you would also do a lot of your aerobic training at that easy paced efforts, low heart rate effort, is because you will be less prone to injury and also help promote more recovery. So you can effectively increase the your mileage, without adding significant more stress on your body. Quick little story. I was once training for a half marathon, my first half marathon, and I was running probably twice the miles that my brother was running. Now, I was a new runner and thought that I was well prepared to run this race and do better than my brother. I did do well in the race. I finished strong and had a great time. My brother, on the other hand, who again was running half the miles that I was running on any given week or month, beat me. He ran the race at about a 22nd per mile pace faster than I ran it in. What I didn't realize at the time was that he had a lifetime of building this aerobic base. He had also built up more strength in his body. So when it came to race day, he had more of a capacity to outperform where I was at. The next section, as you can see there, is strength. This is where power is built. It's where resiliency and your running capacity is also improved. And I'm not just talking strength and resiliency in your muscles, but also in your bones, in your ligaments, your tendons, your joints. This can come in many different forms. For example, you could run hill repeats, and that builds very good strength. You can do static and dynamic exercises with or without weights, and that will build upon that aerobic base to make you a better runner. The fourth section is, they labeled it as intervals here. I'm going to label it just speed work. That's going to include your tempos, where you practice running at a particular race pace. That could be fartleks or speed play. It can include intervals. It can also include threshold runs. The purpose of these different types is to provide different stimuli and adaptations to how to run effectively at those faster paces. This also helps promote better running mechanics and the delivery of oxygen to your body. It's also where you can teach your body, or rather where your body learns how to deal with lactic acid buildup and how to use it, how to remove it, and further promotes oxygen delivery to the muscles for more effective use at those faster paces. If you don't have a good running form, then as you increase the speed, that's where you're going to start running into problems where you're going to recognize that something needs to change, or your running form needs to change in order for you to be able to run effectively at those faster paces. Another thing worth noting, and it's been said by others, that running hill repeats is speed work in disguise. Lastly, that peak at the very top, that is your peak fitness. Usually that includes some sort of also some sort of taper or recovery so that you are race ready. Okay, enough about the pyramid. That went on for way too long. The second concept that I'm going to touch on briefly is the diamond model. So the diamond model is quite a bit different. That's where you have that starting point and you just start where you are in your running journey. And then as you move up, you improve both your aerobic capacity, your speed capabilities, and your anaerobic threshold. I find this model interesting because it emphasizes training with more of a purpose or a race in mind. Such as if you're going to be doing a 5K race, you might focus a little bit more on some speed work. But if you're going to be doing a marathon, well, you need to make sure that you have a good, strong aerobic base. In my opinion, the diamond model works best when you already have a good aerobic foundation. So for new runners, I would recommend building your aerobic base first. For more experienced runners who already have a solid aerobic base, you need to maintain that and continue to build on it, but you can begin to dabble in other types of training stimuli that will change the stresses on your body so that your body adapts to those. In other words, you begin to introduce more of that speed work and those types of efforts. That is also where you might begin, in my opinion, to deviate from that MAF zone 2 easy paced running more often. Again, it's important to run easy because you build upon your aerobic base, but I also think it's important to teach your body, to train your body how to run fast. And so you can do that more and encourage adaptations on how to run faster and better. The way I see it, the diamond model emphasizes more of the spirit of the law rather than the letter of the law. when it comes to that running recipe. All right, so that's the running recipe, if you will. And there is no secret ingredient. Let me know your thoughts on what I've talked about here. I'd love to engage in a conversation down below in the comments, so be sure to leave me a comment. Do you agree with my assessments, with my thoughts that I've shared? Or is there something that I'm missing? Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out the rest of my videos. Maybe there's something there for you as well. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll leave you with this thought, as always. Remember, be consistent, express gratitude, and enjoy every mile. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.